A homemade helium mylar balloon believed to be carrying a 6-year-old boy.
I am the living man.
Yes, my mother twitted my tip-off!
Welcome! If you're new here, glad to have you. In today's video, we're gonna talk about this lady from Australia who, in order to be noted, decided to pull one of Australia's most talked about hoaxes in the 90s. But before we continue, if you like digging into bizarre beliefs, hoaxes, controversies, and overall entitled people ruining their lives, hit subscribe. We do this every week. It was 1991 and 27-year-old local singer Fairlie Arrow was trying to make it big in the music scene. But you know how it is. The most recognition you get, the more weirdos are attracted to you. And apparently that's what happened here. Fairlie claimed someone was breaking into her home, feeding the dog, making the bed, folding the clothes. Basically, a creepy mom was tidying up the place. She told her husband this about the incident, but he was touring with his band, the Four Kinsmen. Fairlie called George, the husband, to say she sensed someone inside the house while she was alone with her kid.
Her lingerie had been placed on the bed along with her earrings and her boots. And also written on the mirror in lipstick, "You left me."
She believed it was the stalker. The police didn't believe her. With no signs of forced entry, they found the claims weird and considered that maybe she was too tired and forgot her own actions. The investigation didn't move forward, something that made Fairlie very mad. She felt she was in danger and nobody was protecting her. It all exploded on December 15 of that year. She had a dinner date with a couple of friends but never arrived. The friends were worried and called the police. They went to Fairlie's house where they found the door wide open, the car was running, keys still in the ignition, and her belongings scattered at the door. Australia went nuts after this. The police were looking everywhere. They even had the homicide squad on hold. Reporters were on the case, blasting Fairlie songs on the news. A couple of days later, some people were driving down the Gold Coast Road when they found this lady wandering. It was Fairlie. She had a bandana on her neck as if it was used to blindfold her, and her hands were tied on her back. But the rope was so loose, it was practically falling apart. They found this very weird, but still, they took her to the police station, where they also found the whole story bizarre. All her answers led to more questions, so the police were almost 100% convinced she was lying somehow. So they decided to put Fairlie live on the news right on the spot, and look at her. Big ass smile.
I've got no idea who it was. I was blindfolded the majority of the time. No idea.
So now the media was added into the I don't believe this lady camp. And what do you know? A motel staff member came forward with a revealing statement. They claimed Fairlie ordered room service a couple of times, and the cleaning lady recognized her while giving her some towels.
They can't charge me for a hoax because it's not a hoax.
Yep, she made everything up. What really happened was that she was mad nobody was taking her seriously. In her career, her husband was on the road, the alleged stalker, so she wanted people to pay attention to her. So she concocted an idea with the help of a friend. Robert Deering was your typical guy who would do anything for a woman. You know. Fairlie told him about the stalker and how the authorities couldn't care less about her.
Next thing I watched the TV, and here she is telling everybody she got kidnapped. Really? I went, that's not going to work. Are you serious?
They say the idea was to wake the authorities up so they could start doing their jobs. So the couple staged the kidnapping, hopped into Robert's car, and left for a motel nobody will look for. Robert left her his car and left on foot.
Beta!
The police later called Robert in for questioning, and after that took place, he drove to Fairlie's to tell her about it and push her to come clean. But Fairlie didn't want to tell anybody how she lied. She wanted to continue with the deception, so she decided to put on a bandana and the rope to pretend she was actually being held captive. After the hoax was cleared, Fairlie did several interviews in which she was not sorry about anything.
I just need to tell the whole story legitimately, and so maybe you will understand What's going on?
Everyone got the impression she was just into her 15 minutes of fame and was milking them into oblivion. Fairlie was later charged with making false complaints to police and had to pay a fine of 5,000 Australian dollars and was ordered to pay $18,500 because of how she wasted police resources. Fairlie needed the money, so she had a Penthouse magazine photo shoot to pay for everything. Something that did not help her case, by the way.
And carefully explain to a magistrate why someone would pretend to kidnap themselves and then somehow seem to take off all of their clothes for a magazine and yet still remain contrite.
Her husband divorced her, she took her son to the US where she currently lives. Her career never took off and the stigma always followed her. Still today. All because of a hunch she had of someone washing the dishes at her place. She lost everything. That's wild. What do you think? Leave me your thoughts in the comments. If you like the video, give it a like or a dislike, it's fine. And subscribe. It's completely free. I hope you had a wonderful day and I will see you the next one. Stay safe.